All right, the following segment is sponsored by Carr Carr. Did you know that there are a list of the most dangerous and defective toys available this holiday season? It's probably something, well, you want to be aware of when you're doing shopping for those little ones that are on your list. And joining us this morning via Skype, Michael Carr of Carr Carr with some really important information. Michael, first off, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Keith. How are you doing today?
Doing great, man. We're just a couple of weeks away from Christmas, so there's a lot of people out already doing that shopping, and there's some toys it sounds like that parents should be aware of.
Yeah, that's right. There's a nonprofit organization called World Against Toys Causing Harm that each year puts out a list of the most dangerous toys that have entered the marketplace. And so we help people who've been injured by unreasonably defective, dangerous products. I'm not saying these toys are necessarily dangerously defective, but they certainly can be dangerous. So I think it's a good idea for people out there to learn about.
It's hard to say because a lot of times I think we take it for granted when we're looking at toys for either our kids or maybe grandkids, whatever it may be. You think, okay, well, this could never happen, or this couldn't be expected to happen, but things do. That's why they're called accidents. Yeah,
that's right. And the product you're looking at here, this is a sci-fi slime. It's known to cause skin irritation to the eyes, but yet if you're working with slime, you're going to touch it. This one is a product that contains very small parts and pieces, and so a little kid could be using that to feed this baby and swallow a small piece. This is a claw that boys are supposed to wear, girls who want to play with it. The problem with that is you could actually poke out an eye accidentally. And this one over here, it's a submachine gun. It's a toy. But, you know, if you're walking around with a submachine gun, some may think that's a real gun, and you could end up in trouble here.
Sure.
That's a stomp rocket. You could stomp on that, and that could accidentally cause an eye injury. And this one's the one that little toy cars can break apart. Problem with that is that it breaks apart in really small pieces. It can come into your eye and can cause a problem that way. So a lot of these toys can be problematic. So it's best to be careful if you can.
Yeah, and another thing too, I mean, when we talk about batteries back in the day, you know, there were the D's or the C's, or you didn't have to worry about those as much. But with these small little batteries that we have now, I mean, those are a swallowing hazard for kids too.
That's right. One of the most dangerous things around Christmas time is button batteries. And I've actually represented a family whose child was killed after ingesting a small button battery that she came into contact with around Christmas time. Button batteries are commonly used to power children's toys. And the problem is that they create a conductive path. So whenever it comes into contact with tissue, like here's an example of it coming into contact with a piece of lunch meat, it starts burning.
Wow.
It starts burning. And so if a child accidentally swallows one of these really small button batteries, what happens is it can get lodged in the child's throat or in the child's stomach, and can cause just this, it's just burning away at this tissue. And children have died many times every single year after accidentally swallowing these button batteries. So what happens is on Christmas morning, people are unwrapping presents. Everyone's a little bit tired and excited. Batteries are laying out, waiting to be installed, and a little child can look at it, think, hey, this is pretty shiny. May just put it in their mouth, and by then you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's horrible to think about. A really festive, wonderful time of the year, and for something so horrible to happen. But Michael, thank you, man. Appreciate the tips on this. That's something that all parents need to be aware of as get ready to go out and do the Christmas shopping, or to tell Santa about. Yeah. So anyway, Michael Carr, Carr Carr, attorneys at law, 918-747-1000, carrcarr.com for more information if you've got any questions.